Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Aww. Aww, so sweet. Okay, so it's the day after I posted my last video and I got some really nice responses from people. And there was one response in particular that I found really helpful that I decided to share it with you. This is from one of my friends and they say, it's normal to spiral and overthink everything when you're feeling vulnerable. The key is to see the spiraling for what it really is, which is a normal behavior that develops as a reaction to vulnerability, and not let it define your goals and your life. You are a talented artist, but music has always been a difficult path, fulfilling like nothing else, but very difficult. You will make it, have no doubts, just give it time. I really appreciated this comment because I think like next time that I spiral, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, this is just the moment I'm having. Everything seems a lot worse than it actually is. And I'm gonna go back to doing my thing. On that note, I think it's important for me to also acknowledge that the fact that I was feeling bad about my progress means that there is something that the universe is trying to tell me. Like it's trying to nudge me in a different direction. And it's trying to tell me to get more creative with the work that I'm putting out there for the world to see. So I think moving forward, it's going to be less about covers and more about my creative process, sharing more creative ideas that revolve around my music so that, first of all, I don't want people to know me as the guy who does covers. I mean, the reason I'm doing the covers, to be honest, is because from my experience being on YouTube, that is how people have found me in the past through, doing covers by popular artists and them liking the renditions that I do of those songs. And then that gets them to kind of check out my music. And they find me through the covers because they use YouTube search and they search for those songs. So that is a way to be discovered. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be known for the guy who does the covers. I want to be known for the songs that I write. Yeah, I'm not sure what that format is going to be, but I know that that is something I need to work on and figure out. But yeah, thank you to my friend who sent me this. You know exactly who you are. And thank you to everybody who commented, who sent me DMs on Instagram. You guys are awesome, and it really means a lot to me. Since I moved to Toronto, I make my food about 90% of the time. I eat at home most of the time. And because I was sick this past couple of weeks, I thought today, why not go out and buy something from St. Lawrence Market, which is one of my favorite places to go here in the city. And I bought myself a veal parmigiana sandwich from this Italian deli. It looked so good, so I really hope that it tastes as good as it looks. And I went to my favorite dessert shop, also in St. Lawrence Market. Both of these places are in the basement, so if you live here in Toronto and you haven't tried them out, highly recommend them. I recommend the date bar because it's so good. And I got a couple other things today that I'm gonna try, and I'll probably put my rating on the screen here somewhere. One of my friends had some tickets that they bought for a BeeGees orchestral candlelight concert by an orchestra that's taking place at a church here in Toronto. And apparently they do these events a lot periodically. But she had those tickets and she asked if I wanted them. So I'm taking a friend of mine to go to this show tonight, and it should be interesting because I love the music of the Bee Gees and it's my first time. Because of the cold that I had the last couple of weeks, my throat has been killing me. It honestly has not had a chance to recover because for the past 4 days, I've been going out every single day with different groups of friends and then with one of my clients who invited me out. And you know what I realized through this all? I am getting old. I'm no longer interested in going to places that are super loud where I cannot have conversations. I mean, maybe that would have worked when I had a corporate job and I would mingle with people all day long. But now that I'm spending most of my time alone, working alone, which is the way I prefer it, to be honest, but at the same time, just because I'm spending so much time alone, when I do go out, I want to have conversations with people. And going out to the places that I've been going to the last couple of days has not been good. Not for me on a social level, not for my vocal cords, which I feel are extremely fried, which is why I'm making myself an iced decaf coffee right here because I don't have ice cream. I wish I had ice cream because my throat is killing me. But yeah, my voice has not had a chance to recover and I am absolutely getting old. Like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy going out every once in a while to see a show or whatever at a loud place, but I cannot do the whole loud bar/club thing anymore. Okay, this tastes so good, but it's nowhere near as cold as I need it to be. I received a beautiful comment today. Hang on, let me grab my phone. So this comment is from Anthony. Anthony is one of my longtime supporters. He's been there for, I think, the last 10 plus years. It's insane. He left this comment on the latest video that I posted, and he said this. He says, I remember around 2013, I said, I thought I would like to see you less dressed up and less electronic and just singing next to someone with a traditional guitar. And I must have been psychic and you'd already had that in the works. Because not long after that, I started seeing you with that guy from Katana named Mo, I think, Adele. Mo is my friend who directed several of my music videos like Music Therapy and Dangerous. And then you were involved with Katana more in depth for a while. Then you were doing the two-man talk show thing with Adele with his deadpan humor. I was a little resistant to that show you did for a while and I didn't watch them all, but when I look at it honestly, I think you had shown growth because you had been more solo oriented before and there you were being collaborative both with musicians and in conversations. Is it in you to go through that again? That is a very good question, Anthony. Collaborating with musicians, and not just musicians, musicians who are truly remarkable and beautiful people who ended up being, you know, the best friends that I've ever had. That was really special. I would absolutely love to go through that with like a new group of people and build that bond all over again. But I don't know if it's going to be as special because the bond that I created with my friends in Kuwait is so strong. They are family to me. Like I would love to find that with other people, but from my experience in life, that is something that is extremely unique and rare. I treasure those friends and those collaborators more than anything in the world. I'm sad that you did not enjoy the two-man talk show. I have to say, some of the episodes were weaker than others, but there are some episodes that I think are hilarious. And I love that talk show because I think for a moment in time, you know, like our lives in 2019, like were captured by that show. And sometimes I still watch it and I have a few giggles here and there because our dynamic is so funny, to me at least. Like, I think it's so funny. Like you said, like he has the deadpan humor and I'm so easy to get a reaction out of. Anthony continues to say, do you have someone like that here? Does somebody here want a singer? And can you and your sound and your musical guts complement the other people? That is also a very good question. Okay, my experience here in Toronto, at least, is that there are so many talented musicians. I've tried to follow a few of them on Instagram, but the reality is that everybody is already kind of in a group and people have cliques that they don't usually branch out of. I did meet a couple of musicians who are willing to work with me and who I have played my music to and they really like it. I'm hoping I could collaborate with a couple of people in the future. I think putting a band together is going to be my biggest struggle here because I'm kind of like a long time kind of collaborator. Like I'm a team player and if I put a team together, that's it. I'm loyal to them till the very end. Are there technical skills with sound equipment and computer stuff that you have now that you didn't have 10 to 12 years ago that you can do in the background for someone else and without it being soul draining to be supporting someone else's singing act? And Anthony, you continue to ask a bunch of questions that are kind of in the same lane. I think it would be soul draining. Like I'm still not at that point in my career and in my artistic journey where I could just be in the background and support someone else. I think maybe in the future, when I'm a little older, that could be the case and I would love to kind of support up and coming talent. But to me, I am the up and coming talent and I would, like, this is still my dream. This is still my journey and I'm far from done. There's a lot of stuff that is being planned at the moment. Yeah, I think this new album that I'm going to release soon is going to be my last try because I'm gonna go full force on it with visuals and the marketing. So if I don't see progress with that, I think I'm just gonna maybe retire the stream and just do it for fun afterwards. I don't know. What I know is that for now, I need to finish drinking this iced coffee, maybe edit this video and schedule it for Tuesday so you guys can see it. Let me know what you guys think about this format of this video. Do you enjoy seeing my day-to-day? Would you like to see something that I'm not covering perhaps? I'd love to hear from you guys. Again, thank you so much to everybody who sent in their comments and their DMs of support. I truly, truly appreciate you. See you guys next week.